I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best.
Блин, Хамуха, вставай. Садись.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Don't let these
Что с
bastards
тобой
get
не так?
away. Idiot. Now get after the others. Come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train.
С какого боку?
Stick to the side of the train. Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Ей, с третьего раза получилось.
Do nothing. Damn you.
А, бьют, бьют.
Let go.
Come on. You stop them, I'll stop the train.
You hold it right there. Come on, shitbag.
Давай, давай, давай. Чё там?
Bastard. Get the hell away from me.
На, на, и на. Бля.
This is it.
Да ты заколебал. Чё-то он умер сам как-то нелепо. Ну да фиг с ним. Да беги ты встал, блин, ты дебил. Тихо. Ладно, пофиг.
Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train. It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
Бля, он с
No
ножом.
need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Ну давай.
Try at least.
На. Сука, больно.
Are you sure?
Все.
Well, I don't think he's dead.
Ей.
Won the fight. Just about.
Ой, его поднять надо. Господи, с третьего раза догнал тот поезд дебильный.
Bring him out here.
Ну забирай, чё?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on.
Ага, ты уже лошадь свою
Fine
пригнал,
job,
да?
well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. Come on, I assume you're not walking him in.
Да чё, блин? На мою? А-а-а. Нафиг он мне нужен-то?
There you go. You are a natural. right, let's take him in.
Тихо.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the Brainsley operation, and that's really saying something.
У меня лошадка грязная, так что,
You're the boss.
блин. Это не та шапка.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
We're gonna bear left here.
Ну давай, блин, авто... Ай, дебил. Это называется... Что ты делаешь, лошадь? Я эту лошадь прибью просто, блин.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family.
Публичный дом, а это
We
хорошо.
also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Так, блин, нажал же.
Chop, chop, don't just leave him slumped on there for the whole town to see. Okay, this way.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out, rebel gold, marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents, some say.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I could not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Ага.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Че там, блин? Погнали.
So you coming or not?
Sure, why not?
Все, мы едем на рыбалочку.
Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about?
В то место, про которое что-то говорил.
I like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Ща моя тормознутая лошадь прибежит.
Hey, stupid! Out of the way!
Так, это моя, да?
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Не, моя вот эта. Перепутался рядом. Ну, ведите.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there.
What are you doing?
А что будет, если...
Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me
God
for that.
damn it!
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you, I've had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
Seems a little bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. It's just Trelawney over-egging the pudding like the showman he is. Unless there's a new breed of special man I don't know about.
So, do nothing?
Not until I've thought it through. Interesting about those two families.
We'll look into it.
Good. Like I said when we set off, just start turning the soil. Low profile.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Зря я согласился с ними на рыбалку ехать.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper
Тут
water.
лодки. Было бы хорошо. Чё? Я, блин, не успел прочитать.
Yes, over there on the shore. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Лодки. О, будем на лодках ловить, офигенно.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Неплохая посуда.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
И
What
куда?
about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Head towards the middle of the lake.
Понял. Вот это он гребет, это жесть.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Where's your rod, Arthur?
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with good old worm?
Блин, это я умею пользоваться.
Good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
Вращайте. Да вращаем, вращаем.
They're nibbling. Got 'em.
А этого справа что-то потряхивает. С бодуна, что ли, мужик?
Arthur's got a bite. Nice, you hooked him.
Ей! Тихо, тихо, тихо. Тихо, 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 не убегай, не убегай. Давай, 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 давай.
Hey, look at this beauty.
Че это
There you
такое у
go.
нас?
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that.
Радужная форель.
Told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. There, hooked him. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we
Туда
sent
что-то их
Arthur out
зафигачил.
fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I
Что за
remember
фигня?
now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
You hooked him. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I'd swim to shore.
You got a bite there, Arthur.
Тихо.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes
Может,
you
на том
feel
берегу... О, на том
closer
берегу
to
тоже
the
что-то
sky.
есть.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall
Я не могу,
trees
блин,
and great
повернуться.
plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. That's on the hook, Arthur.
Что-то так тяжеленькое. Интересно, долго мы будем рыбу ловить? А тут что-то уже надоело. Ну, иди сюда. Давай.
There you go. That's a nice one.
Что это? Форель? Или окунь, блин? Радужная. Ух ты, блин.
Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Капец, вот это закинул. Ай, блин.
Got a nibble there, Arthur. Fish on the line, Arthur.
Чё? Быстро вращайте леску. Быстро.
Something's nibbling. Ha! Got ya!
Мужики, пошли домой. Надоело уже рыбу ловить. Радужная форель.
Keeping that one, eh?
Блин, нафиг согласился.
You got a bite.
Давай.
I got a bite. There we go. Well done. That'll grill up nice. Looks like you got a bite, Arthur. Nicely done, Arthur.
Ага, спасибо.
Worth keeping that one.
Радужный порыв. По 4 бакса стоит, вроде бы. Туда фиганем. Не понял? Понял. Че мужика трясет, блядь?
You got something biting, Arthur.
Стоять! Ты куда собралась?
Not bad, Arthur.
А это что такое вообще? А, это окунь. Да. Отлично. Отлично. Ну, а чем дольше вы замахиваете, тем... А, прежде чем ее отпустить, тем... А, да, пофиг. Да что-то не особо далеко-то. Блин, сорвалась. Опа, опа, опа. Что там такое? Так, давай, 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 давай. Тихо, 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 тихо.
You're getting the hang of this.
Малоротый окунь весом 2 кг. Обычно жарит или запекает. Это рассыпчатая рыба, причем самки заметно крупнее самцов. Лучше всего ловится на сверчков.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Блин, мужики, хорош уже, а? Ну-ка. А, все. Нафиг это рыбалка.
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
Yeah. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Tater got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Nathan is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this round, round, round. round, around, around, to them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back camp think we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
Интересно, лодка останется, нет?
All right. I think I mean, we are gonna be okay. I know. Well, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
Да, жалко, ни денег, ни хрена не дали. Пойду тоже рыбу отдам.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Что тебе надо?
Be like that? Just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Or I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Yep. Okay, Arthur.
Еп. О, задание есть про рыбалочку, да? Ну-ка, что это? Че, рыбалку любишь?
What are you doing?
Going fishing.
Я думаю,
Rivers around
рыбалку.
here famous for the smallmouth bass. Fella I
Малоротого
met showed me
окуня.
a couple spots. You want to join me?
I can't fish with you. You're far too good.
Oh, come on. Hey, join me. I'll show you a couple of my tricks.
Да что ж такое, блин? Ну эти на рыбалку, с
There's a
этими на
spot
рыбалку.
not too far from here that I've been wanting to try out.
Glad you're so excited about this.
You will be too when you start pulling out smallmouth.
All right, girl.
Okay, follow me.
Окей.
Despacio.
Да лошадь
I
их ты...
thought you said it wasn't far.
Too far to walk, though. Yeah, come on.
Что-то лошадь тупит нереально,
Been
блин.
a while since we rode out, just you and me.
Probably since we went looking for John on the mountain.
Already seems long ago. How you feeling about everything? Been a strange couple of months.
Hey, you know, I can't even return to my country because the price on my head is so big. This is nothing exactly new to me. And I'll always be loyal to Dutch. He sees the world the same as I do. If we have to fight, we fight. If we have to run, we'll run. If we must die, we'll die, but we'll stay free.
And Dutch, you don't feel like, well, that he's doing things a little differently now? You saw what happened with that girl on the ferry.
No fight, good or bad, is won without blood. I know that better than most. I think too many people are focusing on Dutch when they should be looking at themselves. What they could have done better.
Maybe you're right.
We'll cut through to the right here. Ha! The other day, I rode down to the Lanahatchee River. I caught some beautiful steelhead trout.
You mean the Lanahatchee River?
No. The Lanahatchee. It runs right near here.
Yeah, but it's pronounced Lanahatchee.
Why is everything in English said differently than it's written? Make us feel stupid?
Oh, you're asking the wrong feller.
Okay, it's just down the hill here.
Все?
Whoa.
Ну, вроде как приехали. Так это река, блин. Тихо, мне надо с собой взять карабин Ланкастер, винтовка Спрингфилда и магазин карабин. И я готов.
Hey, where are you going? Okay, come on. Let's go try our luck. Pretty country.
Beautiful.
Come on, let's go see what's biting.
Ну, пойдем посмотрим.
You take this spot, Arthur. I'm going to cast from over to the right there, so we're not in each other's way.
Опять рыбалка, господи, надоело. Че? Запросит крючок без наживки. Вы можете без наживки? А почему без наживки? А, все, понял. Показалось. А, ну давай. Ловить. Господи, дебил. Подкручивай, подкручивай, подкручивай.
Time of day really can make a difference. They feed early morning or late evening because that's when the insects are more likely to be out.
Клюй рыбой, господи.
Another one.
А что он ловит, блин?
We're lucky got such nice weather. But rain can be good. Sometimes big fish think the raindrops are insects.
Ловите рыбу, стоя на камне. Ща погодь. На каком нахрен камне?
Okay, let's try for another.
У меня вообще
Well,
чуть...
I guess it's still relaxing even if I don't catch anything. Sort of like staring at the sky.
It's your bait, I think. Come use some of mine.
No, it's not the bait. It's me. I've always been a poor fisherman, especially compared with you and Jose.
Just try some of my... Here,
Червяков дал.
crickets.
Thanks.
Берем.
Another one.
Ловля на поплавок. Давай. Ну. Эй! Что там такое, блин?
Make sure he's tired before you reel in.
Давай, 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 давай.
This is an angry one.
Давай. Стоять. Не уйдешь.
That's a good looking fish.
Well done.
Отлично. Что-то какая-то туго идет.
He's small, but might make a nice meal.
Окунь. Да?
Oh, keeping you.
Ой, заколебал этот окунь.
Another one. Getting close to nightfall. Fish will stop feeding soon. Let's
Чтоб
catch a
быстро
couple
достать
more and then
наживку.
head back. Our bag is getting full. Come on. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
Музыка такая прекрасная.
I was thinking, you remember that stagecoach we held up in Nevada?
Yeah. It was a tip from that crooked lawman in Reno.
We opened the door and it's full of women and children. Rich, but women and children. So we let it go and read in the newspaper that the O'Driscolls robbed and killed them all the next day further down the trail.
Yep. You know, way back in the day, Tom O'Driscoll and Dutch were sort of friends.
Friends.
Well, not friends, but they had an understanding. Then Combs' mean streak got meaner, and Dutch wanted to try to live a different way.
And now, here we are. Another one.
Да каким хреном он ловит, а я нет? Что за фигня?
This is an angry one. I heard people talk about huge smallmouth in Lake Owanjila, west of Strawberry, over in Big Valley. You need a lure to catch one that big, though. Let me get out of your way.
Воу-воу-воу-воу-воу. Тихо, ты чё так сопротивляешься?
Slowly.
На-на-на-на. Ща кита за яйца поймаем.
Good job, Arthur.
Вроде форель. Нет? Малоротый окунь.
Lucky.
А иди ты нафиг.
Not bad, you see? It's the bait.
It ain't just the bait.
I'm gonna head back.
Все,
Wanna join me, or,
закончили.
you keep trying for these bastards.
I'll come.
Okay, let's go.
Все, вместе с ним возвращаемся в лагерь и нафиг. Что лошадь это достала. Та-та-там. Да быстрее ты можешь.
There he is.
Evening.
Don't forget about all that money out there.
Of course not.
О, блин, сколько второстепенок. Что-то обокрасть можно даже. Ты куда поехал? Так, это у нас что?
Hey, Arthur.
Ограбить ферму. Надо подумать, надо подумать, надо подумать.
Yeah.
So, tell me, is your people Jacobites or English lovers, Arthur?
Якобитов или...
My people were peasants. We had no time for politics.
My dad would say that no politics was politics.
That old world bullshit, it ain't got no place here.
Why? Because there ain't no judgment here. Most folks hate the Negroes, they hate the Redskins, the Jews, even us Irish. You ain't so free of politics.
I hate everyone just the same.
Well, in that case, you're gonna want what I just found for us.
What's that?
I was riding around a couple of days back. I come across this old cabin. Couple of fuckers lazing about outside all liquored up. I didn't think nothing of it. But then I come across this hunter down by the river. He tells me they're a stick-up crew. Says they hit a train a couple of days back near Emerald Ranch. Nice fella he was, shared a bottle we did. Then I robbed the bastard blind.
You believed him?
No reason not to. If he's right, it'll be a big haul for us. I saw 3 of them, maybe more, but I reckon you and me, we could take them real easy.
All right. What the hell? Let's go check it out.
Them sons of bitches think they're mean. They're about to get a lesson in mean.
You just keep your cool, you hear me?
All right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Ненавижу темно. Ночью ездить.
How far is this place?
It's a bit of a ride, not too bad. Back up north a stretch, not far from the state line.
All right. So, what were you doing riding around up there anyway?
Sniffing around, looking for a take. I got a long nose for these things. Dutch has always honoured us to get out there and bring in money, ain't he?
And rightly so.
I ain't like some of them others back there, sitting around waiting to be told. I go after it.
I see you sitting around plenty.
I mean, I don't need no coddling like the rest. Dutch knows my value to the cause, as from the moment I met him.
You tried to kill him, if I remember the story right.
And he kept me around, didn't he? He saw something in me. He said as much.
I'm sure. Dutch is good at seeing things in people. And while we're talking about money, you are clear on how this works? We split half, other half goes to the gang. Dutch keeps all our savings hidden in a safe spot outside
Какая
town.
она тупая, эта лошадь. Да иди ты, следуй за ним.
What's that box by his tent for then?
Camp funds, supplies, and the like. The fact you don't know that suggests you clearly ain't put much in it.
I always pay me way, don't you worry.
You're sure you scoped this place out right?
Yes, see? That's why I wanted you along for this. You're still a doubter. I ain't just some dumb kid. I've lived a lifetime of shit already.
And you sure don't keep it bottled up inside.
What about that train job with the oil wagon? Made a good show in there, didn't I?
You got knocked out.
Ah, that's what you choose to remember. We got paid. We got out of there.
Got knocked out in Blackwater, too, didn't you?
Now, that was bloody chaos.
Хрюша.
Did you get split off with Mac?
Nope, didn't see him. I lost your boys at some point when he was getting out of town.
They caught up with Mac a couple of days after. Davy was finished by the time we got up the mountains. Jenny didn't even make it that far.
Those bounty hunters strung me up, beat me, pulled teeth, burned me feet. I didn't breathe a word about nothing, I swear.
Good.
And it's time folks stopped giving Dutch a hard time about all that Blackwater business, if you ask me. The man's not a fortune teller. He can...
Очень интересно.
Plan, you can use your head. But you never really know what you're walking into.
Yep. Folks always want to blame someone when things go wrong.
Быстрее бы, быстрее бы, быстрее бы.
How far is it now?
Not too much further.
Better be worth it.
All right, that'll have to wait. We're nearly there. Hard left coming up. All right, it's going to be off the road up ahead. Up here, Morgan. Easy.
Все, приехали.
Let's leave the horses here and go the rest on foot. I want them to hear us coming. Here, I'll deal with them. Let's make sure we keep one of them alive to tell us where they stashed the money.
Hope you know what you're doing.
А его не надо учить.
There's one on the outside. This is good.
It is?
Leave it to me. I'll do the talking. You hang back.
И что делать? Что делать? Да не туда, дебил.
I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds to get the hell off my property, boy.
Look, don't want no trouble. Just thought you might like to know we passed a big posse of lawmen headed this way. About a dozen of them, coming up east.
What? Where?
Right here. Heads up, Arthur. Here come the rest.
Капец.
We got a problem here. Let's put it all in somewhere.
Watch it. They're coming out. Ah! We got more coming out of the woods. Left of the house. Ah!
Стреляют, стреляют.
There's a bar inside. Come out with your hands up. Nice and easy. You saw what we did to your pals here.
Okay, I give up. Don't shoot.
Победный
I ain't
танец.
armed.
If you want to leave, you'll tell me where that money's stashed.
Well, all right, take it easy. Behind the wall in the bedrooms, if you stick your hand between the gap.
All right, you go grab the money. We'll keep an eye on Sunshine here.
А чё я грабить никого не
You know
могу?
what? Just get the hell out of here and don't look back.
Да погодь ты, мне тут нужные вещи надо собрать. Он отпустил эту дебила?
Oh, here we are. You got some good stuff.
Why don't you see what else you can find, Sean?
Что-то за какой-то стенкой. О, хлеб, колбаса, все дела.
Told you we take him no problem, didn't I?
You did good. Let's see what the pay is first.
Took this up all by myself. A proper lead.
Дофига.
All right, all right.
You heard him, right? He said the stash was behind a loose board in the bedroom.
Деньги есть. Блин, одно бухло. Интересно.
You find anything yet? Don't want to overstay our welcome, do we?
Что это у нас? Самопляс, самогончик.
It's over there.
Обещи ферму, да погоди. Опачка. Опача. Тут ствол. В смысле? Оба, на, карточка. Понятно, прикольная. Люблю такие карточки. Смотреть. Так, там оружие, да? Что это за пистолет такой? Понятно. Дешевый пистолет, блин. Офигеть у него. Ох, состояние вообще говно. Офигеть. Ну да пофигу. Так, что тут есть еще? Опа. Ну это прям того стоило, блин.
This is more like it. Good work.
Отлично.
What about my car? I found a place, didn't I?
All right, here, but don't forget to give the camp its share. Supplies don't appear by magic, you know.
All right, don't need to lecture again. See you back at camp.
А че так мало?
Never
Он
know
так...
what folks
ладно.
got stashed. There's gotta be other places out there like this.
Много денег, однако оптимальный метод, да? Я, блин, да. Нормальный метод обогащения — это, блин, золото продавать. Всяким там скупщикам. Кого я тут не блутал еще? Что-то было смотреть. Взять. Сменить. Не хочу. Вот, золотые часики по 10 баксов. Хорошая вещь. Ну, тут еще задание есть.
Ой.
Лошадка, иди сюда. Есть часики золотые? Есть, золотые карманные часики. Лошадь, блин. Че ты так свистишь по-дебильному? Давай быстрее, шевели булками, блин. Ой, бесячая лошадь какая-то, не знаю. Что я хотел? Я хотел вот эту хрень поменять на шофель, да, так, где то. Вот это то. Это то. Это что? Обычно. Пули. О, у меня же что это? Я забыл, что это, блин. Помпу. Пойду с дробовиком, что? Так, там у нас задание, да? Отлично. Что у нас тут? Думаю, вот он. Что нас тут ждет? Ага, мужик.
What the hell are you looking at?
Ай.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm ruined. Ruined!
How so?
It's a disaster. Who wants to see a woman wrangle wild animals who doesn't have any bloody wild animals? Come to America, they said. Come to the land of opportunity, they said. Sod you, Daddy, I said. I'm going to America to make it on the stage. I don't want to be in the army. Ooh, now look at me. The old git will have a field day.
I didn't really understand any of that.
I had an act. The bravest woman in the world. The animal wrangler. Watch her tame wild beasts.
And you were the woman.
Of course I was the bloody woman. Look at me. It's the stage. Grease paint. Tears. No one wants to see a man wrangling wild animals. And no one wants to see a woman wrangling nothing. Can I borrow your gun? I want to shoot myself. You see, I'm buggered.
Why?
My animals. They escaped. And now I'm buggered.
What escaped?
A priceless Ranjaniki tiger from the slopes of the Hindu Heights. A fantastic, elusive zebra from the plains of Ongo Bongo by the shores of the Limpopo. And a magnificent lion from the grasslands of Tanganyika.
I don't see your problem. They're pretty hard to come by around here.
Listen, friend. Help a fellow out, would you? I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, will you bring them back here?
If I see a tiger or a lion or a zebra just roaming around.
Exactly. Well, I believe the zebra's up near Leonard Sod. Distinctive creature that he is. I'll make it worth your while.
All right, madam.
It's bloody Margaret, not madam. Margaret. Mistress of fucking danger.
Это у нас кто такое? Так, это что у нас? От Ланкастера, блин. Дробовик. Да тихо ты, не ори, придурок. Где он тут? Рюша. Я не то оружие взял. Как обычно. Погодь, а кто из вас кровью истекает? Ага, ты. А где он там, блин? Опа. Здорово. Не бедала. Кровавенько было. Уа. Мне шкура нафиг не нужна. Мне свинина нужна. Справочник дикий кабан. Я так понимаю, ехать куда-то аж хрен знает куда, да? Куда-то... Чё тут у нас, блин? Маргарет нафиг. Зебра. В игре, возможно, есть зебра. Как ни странно. От Ланкастер, да. Нафиг этот винтовка Спрингфилд, а здесь у нас... Здесь у нас помповый дробовик. А чё он какой-то ни о чем? Это у нас магазинный карабин. Это у нас от Ланкастер, карабин, винтовка. Вот. Отлично. Не понял, там не выехать, что ли? Во, ты кто? А, это не сиска. Я думал, нормальная лошадь. Отлично. Еще одна лошадь. Что тут так лошадей до хрена? Чистокровно есть, это есть. Ну, поехали. Может, ей яблочко дать? А тут что-то она чахнет прям. А что это такое у нас? Вот свеколки покушай. Зебра, блин, прям зебра. Слушай, а долго скакать-то? Пропавшую зебру Маргарет последний раз видели в этом секторе. Ну, прикольно, что я могу сказать. Должны быть вот, что это? Следы. И вон там что-то есть. А это, наверное, лошадь тупо разукрашенная под зебру. А может и в натуре зебра, хрен его знает. Блин, зебра? А какую поймать? За ней надо гоняться или что? Зебра, реально зебра. Офигеть.
Look here. What they done to you?
Мул. Какой-то мул.
Easy.
Спокойно.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Easy.
Да успокойся. Это мул.
Easy there, easy. Whoa, easy. Easy. You're okay. Whoa, now, easy.
Чувствую, он с ноги мне хочет прописать.
You'll be all right.
Зебра, блин. Офигеть, зебра.
Your stripes better not rub off on my...
Эй, зебра, в атаку.
Yeah. Yep.
Поехали. Юху. Так, только надо отметочку поставить. Тут что-то я не знаю, куда ехать. Давай, зебра. Ей. Смешно, блин. Чё-то он сдулся. Есть у меня что-нибудь для него? Покушай, что ли? Я не знаю. Ей. Жесть. Зебра, блин. Он такой, блин, так орет. Здорово.
Good grief! You found him, our zebra.
Well, you can call him that.
Да.
Although he's as much a zebra as you are a lady animal wrangler.
Oh dear, you're missing the point, aren't you? It's an illusion, a trick of the eye to bamboozle the senses, confound comprehension.
Hoodwink your audience?
Hoodwink? Our audiences? Dear boy, don't be so dreadfully literal. No one will pay for the truth. They only pay for deception. The allure of the stage, dreams and reality. What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the plains of mumbo-jumbo land and shipping it here so it can dance the polka? Or turning, there, in the glare of those arc lamps, something mundane into something extraordinary. It's the difference between prose and poetry. It's alchemy. We're selling dreams, dear boy.
Well, as long as you don't pay me with tickets to your show.
Yes. Well, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
And speaking of my payment...
Of course. I shall make it worth your while. But, first, we shall need the whole menagerie back before we can think about that. My assistant's gone for the tiger.
Tiger?
Yes. And taken our remaining lion in case it could lend a paw. They're down there on Caliga Way. Please, I hate to ask.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Давайте посмотрим, что там за тигр такой. Аж мне очень интересно стало, блин. Мне журнал нафиг не нужен, блин. Чем там за тигр, это просто жесть. Где-то здесь. Где-то. Не понял. Ау. Тайгер. Лошадь, ты чё не слушаешься? Ну, поехали за тигром. Там тигр, наверное, то есть собака ряженая. Воу. А тут особо не разогнаться. Тихо, коняшка. Я тоже. Что-то кто-то орёт там. Ну и где тут тигр? Ага, это я вижу, вон он. Полосатый.
Hey, mister.
Oh.
Miss.
Howdy, mister.
Did you lose a tiger?
Yeah, you found one?
No, I found your caravan down the way. Margaret said that you might need a hand.
Oh, you weren't wrong. That tiger's missing. I sent our best lion out to find him, and now he's missing too. It is a right old predicament.
Your lion from Timbuktu, weren't he?
From Valentine, I think. He might be more of a kind of dog than a lion.
Я так и думал, что это пес.
Never tell.
Of course. Which way to go?
Into them shrubs over there.
Okay. Why don't you hop up on the wagon and I'll see if I can find his track.
Okay. That first set of shrubs, that's where I lost sight of him.
I got it.
Было сказано про вот эти кусты, но...
Got the trail. These are paw prints.
I'm gonna move this wagon up.
Только я их не вижу, что-то, блин. Ну, сфокусируйся на следах. О, теперь вижу. А что за фигня?
Looks like blood to me. Shit.
Тут что-то кто-то на кого-то напал или что?
What's this?
Оба-на. Чё-то кто-то лежит. Это тигр.
Oh, darn. Found your dog. Ex-dog, ex-lion.
Hey, boy! Oh, where's the rest of them?
I think a cougar took him.
That'd be Stripey. And I always thought they got along.
Your tiger is a wild cat?
Uh-huh.
What else? You still need it back?
Oh, yes, sir. She's our star attraction.
Well, let's hope it wants the other half of its dinner.
Вот это лев. Вот это я понимаю лев.
The other half?
А,
Really?
I'm gonna put him in your wagon. You find somewhere to hide.
Oh. Well, behind that log then.
Okay.
собака лев. Нифига себе он
Rubs
закинул.
up.
Так, прячемся.
Stay down. She won't be too far away.
Come quick. I went out to find a tiger,
Cougar, you mean?
and I end up losing a lion.
Yeah, dog.
Ain't having any luck.
Well, if that's what you're dealing with, you didn't have any luck to begin with. Cougars and dogs.
Hey, it ain't what you got in this life. It's what you make of it.
Well, that's very wise of you. Especially when you're lacking zebras and tigers. Hey, keep your head down. It's coming.
Look, I really don't think she'll eat the dog. Like I said, they was
Воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу. Да запрыгивай уже.
Oh, I guess she's real hungry.
She's feral. I'm locking her in.
Давай, закрывай, да быстрее.
All right. Let's go.
We got her! Okay. Drive, will you? And I'll keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
А чё я зару? О,
Yep.
Let's get her back to Mr. Margaret. She's still eating. I would have thought, since they was close and all.
Well, wild creatures turn on each other. Seeming friendly one minute, dinner the next. Viciousness comes easy. I mean, I should know. I've run with a few of them myself.
Is that right?
No, not really. Hey, I realize I ain't properly introduced myself.
Sally Nash.
Arthur Morgan.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Tell me, Miss Nash, how you end up in this racket?
I guess it's always been my inclination, you know? Wild beasts and the like. I met Mr. Margaret, we got to talking, and you can probably tell, in this field he's the ace of spades.
He's a card, all right.
It's my modest hope, one day, to be the world's second bravest woman animal wrangler.
I'd say you got that sewn up and then some.
You think? I hope so. Top 5 at least. Depends on how many more fellers throw their hat in the ring.
Maybe one of these days, the best female for the job will actually be a female.
Oh, I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Yep.
весьма забавное задание. Собака, лев, пума, тигр. Вот вы, в принципе, видите.
We lost the main road around here when the dust was up. Be careful or you might get wrecked too.
Okay. You know the only thing to do in a dust storm is wait it out?
Mr. Margaret's a lot of things, but best female navigator ain't one of them.
I imagine you're right about that.
We was tearing around here, looking for any kind of landmark when over we go. whole caravan talking
Ай-яй-яй-яй.
about each other and some shelter, but when the wind died down, the
Воу-воу-воу.
animals was gone.
Тихо, 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 животные.
Some of them, at least.
Thanks to you.
You would have managed it yourself. I just helped you along.
You ever want to get in the sideshow business? I'm sure there'd be a place for a fellow like you.
I'll leave the professional theatrics to better women than me.
There it is, the caravan.
Couldn't miss him if you wanted to.
Mr. Margaret! Mr.
Aha! I see you found each other.
Sure did, Mr. Margaret.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You know, tarring and feathering a donkey is one thing.
I beg your pardon? It's grease paint, makeup.
But playing dolls dressed up with a wild animal, you're gonna want to be a lot more careful.
Strappy ate King, Mr. Margaret. I saw her do it.
I always thought they got along.
Oh, she liked him just fine. She licked her chops and asked for seconds. Hey, speaking of which, you got any more word on that runaway lion, or are you gonna pay me for these misfits?
Look, I'm well aware that we're not Royal Command performance material. Daddy, you were right, goddammit you! But a cow barn in Rhodes is hardly Drury Bloody Lane.
You got any word on the lion?
Yes, yes, I've got word on the lion. Shit is the word. Someone saw him near Emerald Ranch. As you know, we're lately very short on lions. So, I'd be very grateful. All kinds of grateful.
Не
There's
понял?
only one kind of grateful I care about.
So long, mister.
Ага.
Be a dear and fix me a gin.
Так, конечно же, британец выполнен, это понятно. А поищите льва на ранчо. Че, настоящего льва искать? Вы что, прикал? Настоящего льва, офигеть, блин. Так, ранчо Эмеральд. Можно сбегать по-быстрому. На ранчо. Как его поймать-то? Тихо, там лошадка была. Блин. Там была лошадка. Ладно, пофигу. Мне интересно, сколько денег вообще заплатят за этот зоопарк, где осел в роли зебры и все такое. Льва. Кто кричал? Слева. Слева, слева.
I got it in the barn, boy! Boy! I should go and get my repeater. Did you see its teeth? I saw its claws. That's enough for me.
What's the ruckus, boys?
Get back! We got a cursed creature in here.
Oh, yeah?
It's as big as a mule and as mean as a hellcat.
It looked like a lion to me.
That's a dog in there.
Dog?
Now, if you'll excuse me. Step aside.
Ну,
What? I said step aside.
чё-то я сомневаюсь, что там обычный песик. Войдите в амбар. О, блин.
Yeah, boy.
Ага.
Didn't look
Да я тоже по кучке вижу, блин, что ни хрена он не похож.
Let's go.
Блин, говно. А есть что у них тут на складе? Интересно. О, что-то рычит, что-то рычит. Блин. А рычит довольно-таки серьезно. Капец, кого-то убили. Найдите льва, охренеть. Придурок, можно было просто побежать. Ага, настоящий Лёва. Что это за... Охренеть, он горло порвал просто. Вот это Лёва. Вот это мужик. Блин, это кошмар какой-то. Сколько в него нафиг раз надо выстрелить? Тут просто интересно. И еще попытка. Раза два-три, я думаю, будет попытка. Что-то ни хрена не выходит как-то. Так его убивать надо или что? Я не понимаю. Бляха-муха, что делать-то? Перезапустить, да, нет, контроль точка. Если тигра надо поймать, то чё? Может, оружие может поменять? Я не знаю. Это бред какой-то, блин. Или в лапы ему стрельнуть куда-то. Слава богу, я жив остался. О боже. Иди сюда, лошадка. Охренеть. Лёва. Ну все, мужик, я пошел. Офигеть, вот это Лёва, блин. Да, лошадь перепрыгивай, ты ж можешь. Алла, это кто? Альберт Мейсон. Альберту Мейсон требуется дальнейшая помощь животных. Это нафиг не надо. Так, вот он. Суровая вещь. Ну хоть что-то настоящее в этом цирке было. Был лев настоящий. Реально был. Осталась только лапа настоящая. Ворону сбили нечаянно. Ты куда? Алло. Так, интересно, как мы будем оправдываться? Ну, почти, почти. Хорош срать уже, блин. Зебра, тигр. Чё-то я не понял.
Odysseus returns. Sally, get the cages ready.
Yes, sir, Mr. Margaret, right away.
Man-eating lion. You didn't think that it might be useful for me to know that this time the animal was actually real, you moron?
Steady on. I clearly stated that we were looking
You
for...
haven't clearly stated anything in all the time I've known you. That could have been a goose for all I
A
knew.
goose will hardly get them to their feet for the curtain call. Bring on the king of the beasts, on the other hand, and they feel the roar. And they, well, look about as surprised as you do. What have you done with him, if you don't mind me asking?
I killed him. He's dead.
Bloody hell! This is Ramo, boy.
Well, it was him or me. Now, pay me.
Yes, of course, of course. I have just the thing. And what a treasure it is!
Чё
You're a
там?
lucky man, son. Very lucky man. From the mines of El Dorado, as green as the rainforest, as clear as the Amazon, and as dear as all the gold in the Andes. One man's labor is but a trifle compared to this jewel's true value. Wait! I shouldn't. What would Daddy say?
Your daddy ain't here, and we had a deal.
Yes, of course. A promise is a promise. Sally, get the wagons moving.
Ain't we waiting for the lion?
He's in the great hunting ground in the sky. Good day, sir, and thank you. But we really must be getting along.
Yeah, I won't keep you. So long.
So long, Mr. Morgan. Next time you see me, I'll be topping the bill, I promise. Or at least I'll be on the bill.
Изумруд. Почему-то мне кажется, что этот изумруд не настоящий. О, тележку одну оставили. Задание выполнено. Офигеть, блин. В этой игре есть настоящий лев. Забавно. Так, где у нас тут был рядом? Не кабан. Где-то был скупщик. Скупщик. Давайте посмотрим, что стоит этот изумруд. Или... Ну, посмотрим.
Yep. Faster. Slow up now.
Стоять. А тут что у нас такое? Что-то не вижу. Что это? Птичку сбили. Ну да пофигу. Тут еще мы кого-то... Блин. Тут мы еще кого-то сбили. Ну, это ворона.
Let's go, girl.
Been a while since you were through here. All right, take a look. Okay, let's see.
$50 изумруд, то есть большой изумруд, подарок от дрессировщика. Короче, он $50 всего лишь стоит. Вот, золотые часы, блин, $20 получается.
Oh, yes. People lose these all the time.
Это я украл у кого-то. Это что у нас? Платиновые, они вообще $12 стоят.
This must be an heirloom, huh?
Та-ра-та, 3 серьезно. О, пряжка-то нафиг, $5. А что такое? Вот, $50. Уже серьезнее будет. Серебряный, ну да. Ну и все. Я думаю, в принципе, на этом можно заканчивать. Опа! Что за лошадка? Мул. Это не лошадка. Мулы считаются более подходящими для работы с животными, нежели лошади, поскольку их шкура толще. Понятно. Это мул. Мул. Это ослик, блин, по сути. Да. Капец. Минус карма. Ну да, задание было довольно-таки забавно с этим цирком, но жалко льва, что убили. Надо было бы поймать. Да и награда маленькая, $50 всего лишь.
Hey boy.